Junaid Khan, left-arm fast bowler, will be starting his first over from the pavilion end. Lot depend on him. Early breakthrough required is crucial. Mid-off, mid-on. So very normal field in the start of the test match. The key will be that Junaid needs to make him play. It's not a bad start for both teams. Ratne wanted the ball to just be a little bit outside the off stump so he can let it go, feel the pace of the pitch, and it was not too far away from the off stump. I think that's what Pakistan need to do, just keep bowling in that off stump or the fourth stump outside the off stump region. That's not a bad delivery.
Yes, Wakal, these pitches here in Sharjah has that sort of shiny effect. Did you see that on this as well?
Maiden over to begin with, none for none. Very similar conditions to when he played last. That was against Sri Lanka, of course. That was at Lahore. Pitch was very similar, maybe a little bit more grass, a little bit more batting friendly, that pitch in Sharjah. This might help Tala. This pitch might just start keeping low a little bit. We have already seen the evidence that is keeping a little low. So that might help him because he's a kind of a bowler who likes to get the ball reverse also, and he got extra zip, extra pace. So that also might help Pakistan and Talha's cause. Over the top, deliberately played. He opened the face of the bat, and that's gone for the boundary.
Yes, anything which is short and somewhat bouncy is always going to produce runs when you don't have anyone patrolling the third man boundary. Kaushal Silva plays that well, and I think that's really a shot that the shorter players do develop.
It might be a handy stroke on this surface because you need to just get under the ball, and I guess the slowness of the pitch can make you play that shot because you'll eye the ball a lot better. Good running. End of the over, 5 without loss. Nicely driven. Won't get to the boundary.
Well, that's beautifully struck in the air, but didn't get hold of it as well. Got into very good position. But again, I think it was the pace that did him. Sort of, Thala seems to be bowling at very good, consistent 140 pace.
Kaushal Silva in a different mood altogether. Been very defensive in the last couple of games to begin with. I guess runs on his back has made him a bit more positive. He's going after Thala. This is the second time he's just attacked him. First time around he managed to get a boundary over the third man, but this time around couldn't control the shot. But the
shot, but he managed to keep it down. So the trap was laid, 2 men down in the deep. Karunaratne just settled to what he was doing. Sort of looked to get his hands rolled over, but fortunate that the bounce was not that little bit more steeper.
Oh, that's pulled beautifully. Khurram Manzoor should collect the ball. Skidded just a little bit because the outfield is still wet from dew. And are themselves to be blamed, not because the opposition have played better than them, but it is more so because of their own follies and not being able to consistently perform and read the situations in Test match cricket. I think that is where they need a lot of lift.
Well, if you were to single out an area, why Pakistan do find themselves in that situation, you'd probably go with the batting.
Catch it is the call. It's gone. I think it's gone all the way. Yeah, it's a 6. Possibly off a top edge, but Karunaratne has been trying to play that pull shot. Not with a lot of success. This time at top edge, getting the better of not only the fielder, but also obviously of the bowler.
Nicely done. Yeah, bit of top edge, just swivels. But he knew straight away that he'd got enough. Not the biggest boundaries here in Sharjah.
Lucky escape for the left-hander. Outside edge will give Silva at least a single, if not 2.
This is massive for Sri Lanka, being 1-0 up, and if they can, possibly the worst result they can afford is a draw here. They walk away with a series win, which they have not achieved in a long time. Not many matches won since the retirement of Muttai Muralidharan either. So this would probably be the first series win away from home. The last time they won a series,
another single stolen. It's 27 without a wicket down, Sri Lanka.
Appeal for LBW. Oh.
Looks a really close one. I have a feeling that they might take the review. They want the opening. They want the first wicket to go down. Saeed Ajmal is very convinced. He's trying to convince his teammates. He's trying to convince his captain, and he's done it. Umpire Ravi has asked for the ORS to have a look at it. If the ball's hitting the stumps, definitely no ball. Pitched in line, turned a little bit. Did it gonna go and hit the leg stump? That's the big question. I don't think there was any bat on that. Did it spin back enough to go and hit that leg stump on flash? That's the key.
He did not get an inside edge. There's no bat involved. And will that go and hit the stumps or miss the stumps or clip them? Pitched all right. Hit him in line. And now the third one. Umpire's call, so it's not out.
Ooh. Just needed that seam to be a little bit more on the left. Needed a bit more that ball to be hitting the stumps. Clipping, so the umpire said not out. So it will stay not out. So that's one review gone from Pakistan.
Bowling at an average speed of 139 kilometers per hour.
Another gem. Did he get the edge? They're all appealing for it. And he's given him. Bit late, but given him. And the wicketkeeper was not sure that that one took the edge. Very late appeal. But the umpire decided that Kaushal Silva is going to go. Very faint edge. But the wicket comes for Talha here.
Persistence and perseverance always pays, and if you notice that appeal, it was persisted with. There's the edge, the wicketkeeper holds it, he says something. How's that? Yes, he's saying it. Talha turns round and appeals, and then the fielders joined in, including the fielders in front of the stumps. Talha gets another wicket.
That's his first wicket of this game. Kaushal Silva, gone for 17, is 31 for 1. 120 games. That's a serious average. Highest score of 287 against South Africa. That's not the best of the fielding. That's well done. Absolutely outstanding bowling performance by Saeed Ajmal. That's gone. Full toss put away by Sangakkara. In fact, it's Karuna Ratne who's muscled one through his favourite area of mid-wicket.
Oh, he's stylish. That's his area off the pads. So it's easy to make this mistake.
Excellent batting. Hit a 4, get a run, get to the other end, enjoy the loot. And he's looked very confident ever since scoring that 50 in the last game. He's looked to be in a lot more assured of his credentials. Yes, you need that kind of self-belief every now and then, and that innings where he remained not out may have turned the corner for him. Sangakkara's now turned to whack one through the offside. Karunaratne put one through mid-wicket. The other left-hander, stylish Sanga, puts one past the man at cover.
Yeah, this pitch is slow. This is what the Sri Lankans have done well throughout the series. Play him late, try and get on that back foot at every given opportunity. And he's looking determined, Sangakkara, and he would.
It's a beautiful shot, and that's well guarded at mid-on.
Who played the shot, Ramiz?
Russell Arnold.
That's playing it with a straight bat.
At least it allowed me time to have a look at who was at the non-striker's end. Karunaratne, of course.
Yeah, getting it at the bottom of the bat. It's not easy to hit through the line. We haven't had a lot of runs down the ground. And be an added bonus for Pakistan because yeah, it's understandable if you're going in with one spinner who it's going to be at this stage.
Plays it away with a spin towards deep mid-wicket.
Just 12 minutes to lunch. Crucial period. It can change the outlook of the game. If Sri Lanka were to lose a wicket, Pakistan can regroup, recharge and come back hard. Whereas the Sri Lankan dressing room will be deflated at lunch. Not a great feeling, spoiling your lunch.
I don't know why that field is pushed back. With few minutes left for lunch, you would want him to come in and stop the singles, stop the rotation.
But more clumsiness in the field from Pakistan. Because every run is going to count. It's not easy conditions for the faster bowlers. They need all the help they can get. Now yes, it's two left-handers on strike, but yet different styles too. Different strengths. The bowler has to make those little adjustments. But in Dubai, he was much tighter.
Sangha gets one through. Misbah-ul-Haq is giving it a chase and slides and picks up the ball. 2-2 Sangakkara is looking good. Into the double figures now, 11 from 20.
Short and wide. There's plenty of time to pick his spot. That's what you'll get on this pitch. For example, in Dubai or Abu Dhabi, that would have been hit square of the wicket because there was more pace. We're talking about it being slow.
Saeed Ajmal is back on show again. Just changing it around a little bit, Misbah, not allowing the batsman to settle down to a
against a certain combination, which is a good thing to do. 7.1 overs, no wickets for Saeed Ajmal yet in this spell, in this stage.
I like spin from both ends, Ramiz. We shouldn't have any issue with the over rate.
Come on. Very, very dangerous over,
Yes,
boys.
I think over rate will be a lot better in the second session. He should have a good test match, Saeed Ajmal, because he's looking pretty decent and a little different, thankfully, from Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Ball will grip and spin, and that one bounced just a wee bit extra on Karuna Ratne on the track, and he blocks. And so, over completed. Sri Lanka would say mission accomplished. They've a wicket down for 64, so first session has once again belonged to Sri Lanka by a narrow margin, but they'll take it. 64 for the loss of 1. Karuna Ratne, the opener, is batting well for his 34. Sangakkara is on 12. Partnership of 33 between the two left-handers.
They've been made to work hard. Not much in it for the bowlers. Probably the best time to bat, unlike in the first 2 test matches. So you take that. Sri Lanka working hard, setting up a foundation. Very similar to the first sessions in the test matches before. 66 for 1 and 57 for 1 were the scores there.
Pakistan searching for glory in that first session after losing the toss. Remember, they're set behind Sri Lanka in this series, and they'll have to make play, call the shots to boss the game, to govern the game. It's not going to be easy because this pitch has shown no drama yet, but still early in this test match. First session, first day, first session, and Sri Lanka passed the test. Karuna Ratne is not out on 34. Silva is the only man dismissed for 17, and Sangakkara on a solid 12. After 27 overs, Sri Lanka looking good.
Mohammad Tala, the only wicket taker. But plenty of encouragement for the 2 spinners, Ajmal and Rahman. The second session of the test matches have been the defining sessions